Hey everyone, it's Brandy, and you're watching Abstract Crafter. And we have, finally, on my channel, a light pad review. It's already been opened, it's not an unboxing. Because this isn't new for my channel. Well, I mean, it's new for my channel, it's not new for me. There we go. So I wanted to start right off with showing the specs, because there's not a whole lot. Like, the box is relatively plain and boring. And it did come, I got this off of Amazon. It's the one that I've had linked in my description box. And I only actually used it a couple of times. And, like, this, I don't know why, like, on the box here, it has measurements, because it's not actually on here. I mean, there's little tick marks, which we'll get into all this. Typically, my daughter's been using it for what it's meant for. I have really never had a use for a light pad. So originally, long ago, I had said that I didn't think it was as necessary as everyone else made it out to be for diamond painting. It was only useful if you actually needed it, but for somebody who's new to diamond painting, I don't think it's something that you need to buy right off the bat. It's personal opinion, and I know a lot of people like these. So I thought I should find one that I could recommend. And I do like this one a lot. There's a couple things I don't like, but we'll go over all of that. So I'm going to bring this a little closer, because you can see. It's not going to show, is it? Nope, you can't see nothing. So this one, I guess we can start with what I don't like, actually. So it's so hard to find, when you're looking online, to find one that isn't just USB. Some of them don't even have an on-off switch. This one does. Now, the nice thing about this nowadays is that you can find all kinds of, like, plugins, like literal jacks that you can plug in to your traditional wall outlet that has USB plugins on it. And now, like, most computers have extra USB plugins, so that's typically where this is plugged in. This painting that I'm going to bring out when we use for the demonstration is the first painting I've come across in a very long time that I needed the light pad, and even then the light pad hasn't really been that much help. So I have, my phone has a plug-in like this where the USB can come out. It's not, like, formed together. So I have that out for us to use for demonstration. And then the other con that I see with it is right here where it plugs in gets really warm. I wouldn't say hot, you couldn't burn yourself, but it's very, very warm. Now the good things is this thing is light. It's super, super lightweight. It's very thin. I mean, you can see that if my light wouldn't stop bouncing. It's very thin. So, I mean, I'm gonna grab my ruler right now and show you. I believe, if I'm remembering, it's about 1 centimeter thick. Oops, my shirt. It's 1/2 centimeter thick. And it's an LED in A4 size. And so we can measure it, but it's really dependent on, like the lit area. And you can see the trim around it. That doesn't light up. So the actual lit area is 22.5 centimeters by, it's a little over 30 centimeters. Let's see, what does the sheet say? It goes in inches, of course. 12.24 by 9.37. And I can verify that. So it's about 12 that way. Just shy of 9. So it's saying it's 4.7 millimeters. So, alright then. So I'm going to pause. We're going to plug this in and then I'll do a quick demonstration. So it does illuminate blue when it's got power. It's got 3 light settings, so I'll show you before and after, you know, before putting something down and then after. I'm going to shut this part off. If I have to, I'll shut off my other light that's glaring right there. So you got 1, 2, and 3. So it gets pretty bright. And then 4 is off. So I've been working on Rainbow Roses and I'm almost done. Now, people have been very helpful in trying to find this link for me. I won't be doing a formal review on this since I can't find this picture and I can't even find that store. So the store just doesn't exist anymore. They gave out a bunch of promos and then gone. So now let's do some magic. 1, 2, 3. And I'll zoom in here so you can see. I try not to fill it all in. And now we're at 4 times in. I'm gonna get that to autofocus on that. You can see how lousy those letters are. That's not my camera being blurry because you can see the U's right here are pretty clear. That's literally how blurry they are. Anywhere where these blues were, it was almost impossible to read even with the light pad. So now I'll shut it off. That's what it looks like without. 1. It's okay. 2. It's okay. I usually work in 2 and 3. So between 2 and 3 is your most ideal, but you can see how terrible some of these drills are. So even if this store did exist, and I know having a light pad can accentuate that gapping between drills, but where some of them are super tight, it's just no consistency. So I mean, as far as the light pad goes, this is pretty basic. I paid $12 including tax and shipping. When I got the first one, it was $25, $24.98 or something like that. We're gonna zoom back out. And then I put it in my cart for when I purchased again, and it just kept going down and down. It went down to $18.96, and then it went down to $16.96, and then it went down. No, it stayed at $16. I had some Amazon credits, and so I ultimately paid $12. This will be linked in the description box so that you can, if you want this one, you can go and get it. I like it a lot. Like I said, even with this getting a little bit warm, it's not so warm that you won't burn yourself. And I have had it on for hours, almost the majority of this painting. So I've been working on this painting all day. So yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot more to say about it. It's just, you know, a light pad is a light pad. I wanted to give you a more in-depth, like, rundown of this so that when I do my supply, oops, I was trying to clean out my fingerprints. When I do my supply video, I won't have to go over it as much. I can just be like, see, this is the light pad I use when I need one. I have a few paintings that are very dark, so I know I'll be using it. And the only other thing I want to show you is how it comes packaged, because I thought it came pretty well packed. So, inside the box, it had all this like tissue paper wrapped around it. It has this really nice like foamy sleeve. This was the protective sheet that was on it. So, yeah, this is a sleeve, like I said. And I keep these for traveling purposes because they're static free. And then it had these around the edges to help protect it. So it's very well packed. You know, and it had the tissue paper all around it. And so it just sat in here, like so. And like I said, I would have unboxed it with you, but it was a pretty boring unboxing. And I just wanted to kind of make sure it worked. So yeah. This is from the brand TikTeck, TikTeck, T-I-K-T-E-C-K. A4 LED light pad. And I will have it linked down in the description box. It's always linked down there, but I will move this particular item up in the rotation, like up where, so you don't have to look through all the other stuff that I have. So yeah, now I don't have to worry, and I can just have my own. I don't have to fight my daughter for hers. Alright guys, with that, I will cut this off. Like I said, I won't be doing a formal review of Rainbow Roses. You can kind of see how it's going to turn out. The only color that's missing right now is this, I don't even know if it's in here, is this J color 321. So that's all I have left to put in there. It doesn't want to focus. It wants to focus on whatever's behind. So yeah, that's the only color that's left to put in there. Look at it. You can see something gross right there. Ew. So yeah. Because I can't find this one, I can find a lot of variations of this on AliExpress. But I have not, well, I guess it'd be easier, been able to find this exact one. I know a lot of people have said they saw it. Every time I type in rainbow roses, colorful roses, I don't see this one. I see a whole lot, like I said, of variations like single roses and stuff like that. But I haven't been able to find this one, and I still can't find if the store is even active. So there's no point in doing, it'll be included in the completes for September, but that'll probably be the only time. I almost used this as a giveaway prize. I'm so glad I didn't, because it's not the nicest. It did not turn out that nice. I mean, these 939s are so small, they're just, it's terrible looking. But okay guys, like I said, I do recommend this one if you don't want to spend a ton of money on a light pad, and I don't think that you do. And if you don't want to spend any money, you can still go onto your phone and download the app. I have an Android, and it's literally called Lightbox. And, I mean, granted, it's only going to be as big as your phone screen, but if you only have like a small area that you need to use it on, it's perfect for that. So I can see if I can find that app. If not, it's, like I said, it's called Lightbox. So, alright guys, I'm going to cut this video off. Have an awesome day. I love you, friends. Have fun diamond painting, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.